Hello Internet, it's me. I'm playing an Untitled Story because it's my YouTube account name and no other reason. I hope you do join me. Hold on a moment. Okay, where was I? Right here. So, I'm playing in simple right now, not because I'm not any good, which I'm not, but because this is a loaded game, and I will not be saving at any point during this game, and I've played this loaded game through several times without saving. What not saving does is, there are some things in the game that save even if you don't. For instance, money. 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 I have over 7,000 money, as you can see right there. And I have everything in the shop bought, and, well, I'm not gonna say that last thing. You'll see it when I get to it. This is gonna be 100% run, just as fast as possible, but... Oh, time doesn't save either. Look here. I've been going for 13 hours, 31 minutes, and 31 seconds. I've died 12 times, 0 saves, and I've taken 19,637 damage. Huh. It's the most I've ever played in less than 5 minutes of playing the game. Recording time. But I digress. Let us continue on. So, this is one of my favorite Game Maker games, which is what this is. This game was made in a program called Game Maker, Game Space Maker. Not to be confused with Game Maker, which is Game No Space Maker. You can check those on Google because I believe my audience doesn't use Bing or Yahoo search or any of that crap. I also expect my audience to appreciate how little I'm actually talking about the game I'm playing. Because in the end, you don't tune in for that, you tune in for me. Because I am awesome. Unlike you. And you wish to be more like me, and that is why you are listening. To copy my personality as your own. That is the only reason I think anyone ever listens to people. So, yeah. If you're still here, I'm assuming that what I said was accurate. And I will hold you accountable in the comment section if you leave any. Got that? So this is a really, really obvious secret here. It gives you a double jump upgrade? No, just jump upgrade. There are separate jump upgrades and double jump upgrades. And I'm gonna go over here first. Once you go into a map with a save, you can teleport there, even if you don't go near the save thing. Yeah, that just said that I can now teleport between saves. I'm not going to save between saves, but, you know, that's besides the point. Let's go to my store, but first... Oh, never mind. I was going to say forced gambling, but I forgot. You can't gamble when you're an egg. That guy right there would help us gamble. Let's play Jump Box. It's basically Jumper, which is made by the same person. No, I'm not adding anything to that. It is basically Jumper. No more, no less. You get a heart if you get if you beat the highest score, which is 10,000. I've gotten pretty good at Jump Box. I completely sucked at it, like, first time I played this. I got better. You know, I've seen people fail at this horribly. That person was me. Not anymore. Not anymore. Sorry, I was just listening to the catchy sound effects. That's why I wasn't talking. So anyway, one thing to always consider when you're playing this game is just little things like this. Why? I don't know. If you get bored, you can always fall back on this and try to beat your high score. I know, you'd have to be a loser to do something like that, you know, this being just a mini game. But now you know how highly I regard my audience. Oh. Oh, I can't believe I died there. That's the worst thing ever. I blame the fact that I'm recording this and that it causes like a slight amount of lag every half second. Or 2 seconds. Whichever comes first. So it's throwing off my everything and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm recording this in windowed mode with like 10 frames a second and stuff because my computer doesn't handle this very doesn't handle this very well. I'm just gonna end here because in the level without getting those green things because I don't need them and they're too hard to get. They're not worth my time. So yeah, if you haven't played this game yet, you probably should. If you're watching me before you play this game and you're planning on playing this game, what is wrong with you? This is the wrong place to be if you want to see someone play a game before you play it. Unless you're like, I don't know, dumb. Dumb is a word I would use to describe someone like that. So as you can see, I am very, very good at this game. And you should all be taking notes on my platforming strategies. Oh. I am not gonna continue playing Jump Box. So I failed once, I don't think you guys need to be watching me play that again. It's not that fun. I hate it, and I'm horrible at it. Anyway, let's play Keep Going. In this game, you keep going. Stuff gets at you, and you have to keep going. And you can press the X button on your keyboard. I don't know what they actually call it in-game. It's not the action key, but whatever, and it automatically goes forward, one. And I didn't know that for like the longest time, so like I had to wait out the 300 freaking points several times because I played this game a lot. So up jumps, and you can jump over things one in front of you, and the trophies give 3 points, 5 points. I don't know. They give. Oops. Whatever. That's not the real reason you'd play this game. The minigames, they're just the side item on your meal of untitled storyness. You know what I mean? You actually come here is the awesome platforming action. Oh. Yeah, in this shop you can buy all this stuff. And you know, money-related items not affected by saving. They get saved regardless. Not sure where. Maybe in my registry. Maybe he's screwing around with my registry files. What a jerk. Matt, who makes the games, Helix Incorporated, stop screwing with my computer. It's not nice. So, over here, there's this thing that if you destroy the blue enemies, it gives you a heart. So let's do that. here there was a chest, which you won't see me do, because chests also do not save with saving. I know, right? It's amazing. Chests, they don't save with saving. So basically, I beat them all already, so you're not going to be seeing that. But you will be seeing me beat this boss, because this boss is easy. And by this boss, I obviously mean the one I'm about to start very soon, after I just breeze through this because it's in simple. This boss, yeah. I don't know what the appropriate fan name is for him, but you know, fan names are retarded. I'm just gonna assume that none of the characters in this game have actual names, because they don't have actual names. And I'll make my own fan names. I don't have to, you know, I don't have to use what many fans of this game have used. I'm my own person. I do not follow trends, I set trends. So this guy is Stone Face Man. Remember that guy. Remember that, kids. This guy is Stone Face Man. He's not too challenging and simple, as you can see. But neither is anything in this game. You know, the first time I beat this game, it was in simple. I think that was like my longest time I ever took to beat the game. The first time was. Unless you count this run right here, which will be over 13 hours long according to the unsaved time. This game also records hatching. If you don't know this, at one point in this game you hatch out of the egg. I know, spoiler alert, sorry. Speaking of spoilers, there's a heart right here in the wall. And it records how fast you get from the start of the game to the hatch, and it puts it in your records forever and ever. That guy hurts you if you touch him when he's looking at you. And that heart thing up there that's red and has the red and the red, it's a barrier, and it breaks if you haven't got any damage off of you. And this is important because saving heals you, but I'm not saving, so I can't be healed unless I kill a boss. So screwing up there would be very bad for my personal safety, health, and just about everything regarding me. And here is Farfall. You fall far. That's what you have to do in difficulties other than simple. Not sure about regular. I don't think I've ever been here in regular. But I've been here in masterful and difficult, which are the second and third highest difficulties, respectively. With the highest difficulty being Insanity, which I heard is unlocked after you defeat Masterful, and it basically makes you have 1 health forever, and it's as hard as Masterful, and people have actually beat this. What the crap? What is wrong with people? Why do you like this game so much? How are you so good at this game? I don't understand. It's like the people who beat I Wanna Be the Guy on Impossible mode. What on earth is wrong with you? Get a life, honestly. As for me, I have no life. You could tell because I'm talking into a microphone, playing a game made with Game Maker. This does not require actual lives, you know? So here is this boss. Every time you hit him, he does a different thing. But it's the same every time. So he'll always do the same different thing. But basically it's impossible to predict the first time you play it. So yeah. Here's when he makes all the rocks fall from the sky and you just dodge them casually. Casually. I'm saying casually because I know someone who likes to use that word. And now I am manifesting myself as that person by saying casually too much. You know, I'm just casually saying it. Anyway, this gives you the ability to stick to the ceiling, which is worthless. Oh, I can stick to the ceiling. Whoop-de-doo. It's never used. Anyway, here is where you have to shoot fire out of yourself and it onto these blue things, and it creates platforms, and you jump on the platforms, and etc. You know the rest. Etc. Etc. You know, pronunciation of words. It's kind of hard. I forgot what this place is called. This place actually has a name. Now the sound is cracked. It'll probably be like that the rest of the video. You're welcome. Anyway, I was probably intended to do this earlier, but I wanted to get all the jump height upgrades. That's a lie. I just did it because why not? But if I was professional, I would say it's because I wanted to get all the jump height upgrades to make that part I was just at easier. And spoilers. That's how you get that. I know, it's like, what? Jumping on a cannon? That's crazy. Here is the ghost boss, which I just decided to call the ghost boss because, well, he's partially transparent, so that's ghost-like, I guess. It's possible to completely bypass this boss, which I will do, because why wouldn't I? Come on now. I'm a person on the internet. I like doing stupid stuff like that. It's kind of difficult to do in simple because he doesn't shoot as many of these guys. But it's still possible. Almost. At least I think it's still possible. I may be mistaken there. A little birdie in my head just told me it's still possible. And if he lies, I am killing him. You know what? Forget this. This is dumb. And right when I decided not to do it, I did it anyway, thus foiling my plan of not doing it anymore. And I did it, so basically I just made myself look dumb. On camera. Can you believe that? As if no one's ever... As if... I was gonna say something that resembled a joke, but I just lost it there. Speaking of spoilers, here is where you hatch. You have to go up next to this glowing statue thingamajig. Oh, by the way, heart. Anyway, glowing statue thingamajig over here, and you duck. Yes. The game actually tips you off to this at one point, but, you know, why bother? I didn't actually find that tip-off the first time I played. I just, like, ducked here and did it. So here I am in a ninja costume. Ninja costume you have to buy late in the game after buying all the other costumes. Costumes are Ogmo costume, which was the jump box guy, except the actual one from Jumper, not the jump box graphics. And you can... Another one was the egg costume, so you can look like you're in an egg again. And then there's this one, which I bought and I put on, and it saved even though I didn't save. I just remembered a heart. You see, you light these torches here, and the game rewards you with immortality. So, basically, the moral of this story is flames are good. Burn everything. Just burn everything. And I am not to be held responsible for the actions of anyone who watches this show. Because you have your own life. I am not meant to be part of it. At least that's my opinion. And over here, which is probably the only place I can go to right now, which is false, I think. I'll just pretend it's false. There's that guy, and you have to pay him money. And only if you hatch can you talk to him to pay him the money. But the funny thing is, since it's in a no save, and I already paid him, since it saves, even if I don't, I can actually come here as an egg now, you see. Because he's already paid. Even though I can't talk to him to pay him, I don't have to because he's already paid. I just got a heart. So you can skip pretty far in the game. You can skip, like... Though, the creator seemed to put a safeguard up on that because you can't get into the final area if you're not hatched yet. You can go everywhere else, like literally everywhere else. But you can't beat the game as an egg. Bums me out. Maybe I should just go and put on the egg costume later when I get to there. Just so I can beat the game as an egg. As was intended. Of me. I intended it. Oh, so this boss is a generic boss that splits apart. Yeah, I'm sure we've all seen this boss before. And if you haven't, what is wrong with you? This kind of boss is so common. It splits even further in higher difficulties. At least in Masterful. And I think in Difficult, but I don't know about Regular. But in Simple, it just ends here. These ones would split into even tinier ones. And next is a secret area, which wasn't always in the game. You know, it's relatively recent. You know, you just walk over here. This was part of, like, the newest update or something. Or at least a new-ish update. This is solid. Passable only from below. Those you can't shoot to make them fall down. And I just hurt myself, which means I can't get the heart. Was it? Or was the toughness that I couldn't get now? I don't know. No one tells me these things. So I'm basically taking no precautions. And if I die, that means I have to start all the way over from the very beginning. Isn't that amazing? Now watch me just die at the 3-hour mark or something. That would be so embarrassing. I would be like, oh my gosh, I am so embarrassed. You know what I mean? Of course you know what I mean. You're my viewer. My viewers know everything about me. My deepest, darkest secrets. And if you don't, you're not really my viewer. You're just an observer. Now you may be thinking, how is that different from a viewer? What is an observer? Those are very legitimate questions. So I'm going to go over here and see if the next place is opened up yet. I forget what you have to do to open it up, but I'm pretty sure it's opened up by now. It better be. Because then I'll be pretty stuck if it's not. Because I completely forgot how to open it. Oh, wait. I can jump up there, can't I? Ah. Nope. I just remembered how to open it. You don't actually open anything because nothing is closed. You see, that's how these wards work. To open something, it has to be closed. Closed and open are very related terms. If something is not closed, you cannot open it. And it was not closed, so I may not open it. So what I'm doing over here is I'm going to go get a power-up that will close it, and then I will be able to open it. Wait. No, that's right. Basically, that thing only hurt me 1. How pathetic is that? Double jump upgrade. Now I have almost all the jump upgrades, and I'm relatively recent in the game. I say relatively because I'm 13 hours in currently. Let me check. 13 hours, almost 14. I'm going to pass the 14-hour mark. And so, 13-hour hatch. Awesome. How do you play this game for 13 freaking hours? Why am I asking you this? I'm the one that did it. I should ask myself this. Huh. So I guess I did forget how to do that. Let me try to remember. No idea. Oh. Wait, do I have to kill that other boss? Like, honestly? Do I honestly? Do they honestly expect me to do that, honestly? Okay, that's a really bad joke, and I hate anyone who does it. Repeating the same word over and over is not funny. It's just freaking annoying. Why would anyone do that? Why did I do that? I'm dumb. And you're watching someone who's dumb more than you are. What the heck is wrong with you? Is that how you get... Is that what you get off to? Just watching people be dumb? To make yourself feel smart? That is so shallow, and I agree with it. Keep on being you. You're awesome. You see, being rude to people and genuinely unkind, I approve of. Deeply. It's a hobby of mine, even. And I hope you can continue. So yeah, there's nothing for me to spend my money on. Except gambling. Which I can do now, because I'm me. There's where another chest was. It's a nice mini-game that you won't see in this video. Because I did all the I already explained this. I'm not going to explain it again. If you missed it the first time, that's your fault. Yeah, you can destroy these. By, that, basically. And you can't destroy the other ones. You can add your own dialogue in there. I think you're creative enough to understand the context in which a joke would be appropriate there. But maybe I'm just thinking too highly on my audience that would actually watch this video. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm pausing this video. Hello, Internet. I am back. Basically. I completely forgot what it was I'm doing. And now I just suddenly remember, because I am great. And you should all love me for that. Anyway, we are going all the way over to the east, which in 2 dimensions is the right. But I refuse to say it like that because that sounds political. And you see, beating that boss, it made that red thing appear, and now you can get up here just fine. Here's another thing that I already paid for. You don't want to go in that cave yet. That cave is very, very, very much a cave. This cave is better. It's got teleportation. Like, you teleport here. Now we're in Skylands. We get a free heart for our trouble and we teleport back. That's all there is to it. And over here is not a place I should really be doing yet, but it's Mount Side. Actually, I don't remember if I should be doing it. I think in Simple there isn't a heart door. So it doesn't matter that I already took damage before I got into here. Wow, they made this place even easier than the last time I was here. Oh well. You see those white things? Those were not here last time. It's probably because I'm in Simple. Yeah, that was so not here. What the heck? This used to actually... hold challenge even simple. Can't have that. Simple is for the wusses of the gaming community. The ones that prefer casual games over hardcore games. This game only has movement buttons and a couple action keys, so technically I'd call this a casual game. You know, you can just pick up, play it, fail horribly because you suck at platformers, you fool. Yeah, if you're bad at platformers and you play this game, you're a fool. Or maybe you're playing it so you get better at platformers, but that's just crazy. I don't think anyone, especially not any of my perfect audience, would ever do anything that stupid. It's insulting to even suppose that in a formal conversation such as this, which I am having with myself, because I am the most interesting person I know. Talking to myself, I'll have the most interesting conversation I could have. That makes sense, right? I think it does. And I agree that it does with myself. And that's all I need as an assurance, because I'm more interesting than anyone else I know. And interestingness is equivalent to assurance, apparently. And this is the part where he turns into Pac-Man and shoots lasers at you. Yeah. That sure was difficult. To the left is Volcano Land, which is lava. And to the bottom is the Water Place. I should probably do Volcano Land first. So I'll do Water Place first instead. It doesn't matter, I'm doing them all. This is an 100% run, that, after all. You know what I mean? Well, I know what I mean. That's all I care about. It's myself. I'm about to drown. So, air pockets. There are a couple upgrades for your breathing underwater ability. I am going to get them at some point. I think I forgot where they were. Oh, wait. I remember now. Allow me to fetch those. One thing to note is you don't actually drown, you just lose health fairly quickly. Some might say. I wouldn't. I'm not some people. I do not follow trends, as you already know. Plus, in simple, with my toughness level being 2, which removes 20 damage to anything, it only does 1 damage each. Makes this basically trivial. And here are the 2 heart upgrades, which totally boost my my breathing underwater. But wait, is that outlined? Is there a secret? Yes. Yes it is, and yes there is. That's the most important upgrade you'll ever get in the water area. Oh, I didn't even see those spikes there. Underwater, you can't shoot fire, by the way. If you can hear that, that's me jamming the fire key in a fruitless effort to get a spark. Fire versus water. Water prevails. There's the other breathing upgrade. But there is a less important upgrade to get, and it will allow us to get that upgrade. I know that doesn't make any sense. I'm not bound by your silly mortal laws, such as making sense in conversation. So now I can freeze things. So that's all the upgrades you can get underwater. So allow me to just, like, snag the health that I saw over here. Then I shall continue to my favorite area, Blank Land. It's my favorite area because it's the most pretentious. I can relate to it, is what I'm saying. It's all the way over to the west. It's almost the most southwest area of the entire map. But not quite. It's very close to it, though. The most southwestish area is called the bottom. Pun not intended. But, this one's pretty close, so it counts, And if you hear any background noise, that's just my cat. It's very good at impersonating two separate people talking, arguing with each other about random crap that nobody cares about but them. It is a very, very talented cat, almost as talented as me myself. But not quite, you know. It's more talented than you are, but, you know, that's not saying much. You're an idiot. And smarter than me. My perfect audience, I don't think much of, do I? Anyway, as you can see, this area is pretentious. In that it's very simple and the screen shakes and the background is squarey. It's probably trying to say something about the soul and how life is pointless. But I don't believe in those things. Well, I believe in at least one of them. You're free to decide which one, depending on your own beliefs. Anyway. Here, the goal is to freeze the triangles that are pretentiously attacking you. Pretentious in that they actually think they can win against someone that's in a ninja suit. Come on. They don't just give ninja suits out to everyone. You have to be a pro to use a ninja suit. So you freeze them, then you jump on them. Crap. I screwed up there. I am not perfect, as you can plainly tell by listening to what I'm saying. You freeze on them, you jump on them, you get the heart. It's very simple. It's not hard. I would say it's the easiest thing ever, but that would just be ripping off, not a reference. If you know what I'm talking about, good for you. I don't care. Dang it. Why is this so hard? It's not. I'm just being really bad. I'll come back to this later. After I defeat the boss, which is pretty easy. It's not a very hard boss. I'm talking about the mummy boss, of course, which you get to from right over here. It's very simple. You see, you go here, you jump, you double jump, then you fall to the west. And by fall, I really mean travel south by rolling. Then you freeze this, like so. It breaks. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Then there's going to be a save point, which I have explained earlier you don't actually need to get to teleport to. You have to teleport it to to continue in that area in the first place. So that's what we will be doing. Power up there, you have to have the stick to ceilings power to get to make it appear. It's not there if you don't have it. Yeah, this pointless power that's not used anywhere. Now I can move on the ceiling like Spider-Man or something. I don't know. It's much more useful-less, and it's used almost anywhere. If that made sense to you, congratulations. That makes one of us. I need to heal. The only way I can heal is to kill a boss. Or choke a... never mind. This is just a really long platform segment. It ends in a heart door, which may or may not still exist. And by exist, I mean I'm playing in simple. Things get cut out. No, it does exist. Or you, I hoard you. Treasure? Don't play dumb, the gold's mine. Well, the race is afoot. To the top, old boy. I think he's coming on to me. Save prompt. These are invisible blocks which are very visible to the naked eye. Don't ask me how that works, you can plainly see. Makes perfect sense. He speaks about a race, but he cheated. He used the elevator to get to the top. There's another heart door, and there's an orb we can't get yet because we can't even bounce on the yellow things yet. What? I don't see why they put something in a game you can't use. That makes no sense. There's the mummy boss that turns into an outline because I guess the creator of this game was too lazy to color in its animation. See this animation? No? That's because I failed to hit it with its own sword. If I had, you would have seen the animation of animated goodness. That animation. It's too hard to graphically enhance to look like a mummy, so he just made it an outline. I know this is true because I read it on his forum. And before you check his forum, I'm lying. I've been lying a lot during this video. If you haven't noticed, you're probably not paying enough attention. Which I don't hold you to paying attention to me. I mean, I'm not even paying attention to myself right now. I could be saying anything and I wouldn't even know. And I've come close to dying a lot in this game, and like I said, if I die, I have to restart from the entire beginning of the game. That would just be embarrassing, like I said earlier. But this game isn't that hard in the easiest difficulty, surprisingly. So I don't think I'm gonna die. Just racking up all the monies. Ah, there's that guy, and here's a horrible cutscene. The reward is gone. Perhaps the meat stuff me again, or something. Oh, fiddlesticks. Hogwash and all that. Well, I suppose this is goodbye. That would be a ghost of evil, deadly ghostness, and he's there to kill that guy and push me into the wall. Yeah, so I got another gold orb. There's a heart over here. It was from a chest. So that's pretty much everything you can get there, except for a couple more hearts, which I'm totally gonna get because this is an 100% run. If you haven't got it by now, when I say 100%, I'm lying. You see, it would be called a joke, but it's not. I'm just lying. You know? Oh, well, I know. Now, Volcano Land. It's one of the toughest areas in the entire game. Considering we're playing on simple, that's not saying much. And considering we're on simple, it's not saying much. I repeated myself there to make you, you know, remember it. Because considering that this is in simple, that's not saying much. Now you're not going to forget that, are you? Are you? Are you? I don't think so. There is a candle thing that I never noticed was there, but it does that. And here you buy that, which I believe is my final jump upgrade. Let me check. Abilities, jump, 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 energy jump, double jump. Upgrade, upgrade. Yes, I am fully up jumped grades. Which means I can go anywhere, anywhere. Well, not anywhere, anywhere. I still need the yellow orb bouncing on of ability. It's a very long name, I know. I didn't name these abilities. Creator of the game did. Which you can get by defeating the boss at the end of Lava Town, which is where I am right now. Here there are lasers. Some are red, some are blue. I don't know what the difference is between them, so I just rushed through that area. It seems to work mostly. And that heart right there is one of the easiest to get in the entire game, even though it's behind a barrier door. It's still insanely easy to get, and anyone who says otherwise fails at platforming should be ashamed. And stuff. Piece of cake. He lost some feathers, getting ticked, crap. What about you? Factory boost. All that good stuff. Ha ha. We bounced on his head. That looked like it hurt. Now here's where he teleports in front of you. 50 metries. And here, this is the boss. It's the first health of it, the first round of it is very, very easy and simple. It shoots these fires that if you freeze, they shrink, and if you hit them with fire, they grow. But you can kill them by shrinkage. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. Anyway, it just gets more and more complicated and complex every time it gets fought. But considering this is simple, that's not saying anything. It's easy. It will never be challenging, ever. Did that just hurt me one? Why am I even dodging? This is such a waste of time to play simple. You know, if you're planning on playing this game, please don't pick simple. Pick regular. Don't pick difficult. Pick regular. I say don't pick difficult because it's difficult. I haven't actually beat the game in difficult yet. I've gotten 100% of it, but I haven't beat the final boss. It's kind of hard. And Masterful is just crazy. See, I'm not that great at this game. I'd like to consider myself at least better than you, but I'm not that good at this game. As you can see in Simple, you don't even have to try to dodge his attacks. I don't even have to save to get all my health back. I could just do this forever. And ever. And ever. And ever. And ever. You see when I said earlier that it's a horrible joke and no one should ever do it? I don't like you, so I decided to do it. If you got annoyed by that last bit, my work here is done. That's a secret passage that unlocks the most powerful weapon in the entire game. And here's another ghost. He brutally assaults this this glove here. I think this is Glover. He's wearing a mask. I think he's supposed to be a bird, but he does not look like a bird to me. I know, racism, but still, not a bird. Sorry, I was listening to the music. Anyway. Oh, turns out I was lying about this secret passage too. You can't trust me with anything nowadays, can you? You can't even trust me to tell you what the weather is like right now. In fact, I'm looking out the window right now and it is snowing so hard. In the spring. Snow. It's amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wish you were here right now just so you could see it. I would take a picture and edit it in. But screw you. You're not even here. You don't deserve to see my pictures. You don't deserve to see my climate and landscape. And I have 3 gold orbs. So instead of finishing up Watertown, which I don't think is what I named it. Did I name it? Maybe. I'm instead avoiding it entirely and going up here, which I can go now, because I froze the guy with the freezing ability that I got in the water. Some of the best music in the game is up here. Just listen to it. I'm gonna go fight my favorite boss. He's in this conspicuous secret area here. Its name flashed up there in the corner, but I completely missed it. Completely. So I have no idea what this place is called. I think it's called Dark Grotto, but that may be a different place. Yeah, ouch. That would have helped if I had lit those torches a bit earlier. Why would I do that? That's stupid. Told you the music was good. I ran out of interesting and funny and wacky things to say about this level. I mean, game. So I decided not to talk at all. It's the best decision any LPer could ever make. To start this boss, you have to light all the torches, which is pretty dumb. And is kind of a cliche nowadays. I mean, I see that everywhere I look. It's just... it's annoying. Whatever. To defeat this boss, when he shoots all his fires at you, you just hit it with an ice ball like so. Ouch. He got hurt. Woo. Again, not even trying to dodge his attacks. Because, again, simple. You see how I'm kind of repeating myself? Ow! I missed. How embarrassing. There, this will give me less chance of missing. And I just dropped my microphone. Hold on a sec. Ooh, we got past the 14-hour mark. When did that happen? Oh, 17 minutes ago. Viewing time, not real life time, because I paused this video less than 17 minutes ago for a long... Well, not less than 17 minutes ago, because it was quite over 17 minutes ago when I paused the video, but I got back under 17 minutes ago, so it wasn't necessarily 17 minutes ago when we passed the 14-hour mark. If you don't understand what I just said, even after I just explained it so ludicrously and lucratively, lucidly, then you're not supposed to be watching my video. You don't have high enough IQ intelligence to watch this wacky video fart. You should probably leave now. But first, rate it up, favorite, comment, and all that stuff. Because I deserve it. You can get a heart by lighting these torches here. But I'm not going to get that heart. It'll just bring me down in the long run. It's a waste of time. There's something you can do in this game that will put a bunch of flowers everywhere. They're kind of ghostly flowers. They're round, they're floating, they're rotating. There are 10 of them. You pick them up, you can get up to 2 hearts and like a few thousand gold. But this will not be showcased in this LP because this is an 100% run. Wait, what? Forget what I just said. This will not be showcased in this LP because I am lazy. And so are you, so you should probably stop that and play the game yourself. Showcase it in your own LP. In your own private LP that you don't record because no one wants to see your videos. Because they're not as interesting as mine because I am not in them. Anyway, this is the end of the game. You see, a portal appears here and... Hi. And you go to the end of the game there. This person is the love interest in the game, you could say. In that it's the only female in the game. I'll cut that out. Anyway. Like I was saying before, something that you didn't hear interrupted me. Hey, this is the only female in the entire game. Definitely. Here's the longest cutscene and also the most boring. That it's one person talking to me and I'm not talking back. It's pretty boring. To get the full grasp of what I'm talking about, I'll just not talk during this part. I'll cut that out. Anyway, that was long and arduous, and I'm trying to think of synonyms for long. Motique? Yeah, that too. Anywho, now we can go to the end of the game and beat the game, and then this video will be over. Wasn't so bad, was it? Don't answer that. Five golden orbs are required. I have 4. Well, this game is continuing. I am going to go get a golden orb, because I know where the quickest one is. It is in Blankland, or as I like to call it, Blankland. It's spelled with a Q. And you get a golden orb from it. If you haven't watched my part 1 of my Portal Let's Play, you probably should. It's an hour long. And 12 minutes and 17 seconds. But it's completely and totally worth your time. It's not boring in the slightest, and I talk during all of it. It gives you funny tidbits about the game and showcases Easter eggs. If you can't tell, I'm lying to make you watch more of my videos. If it didn't work, dang. If it did, dang, you're dumb. This is gonna be a hard jump, because I'm using one of my hands currently for my microphone. I had it positioned in a way that I wasn't holding it, but that's kind of awkward to people around me. So I'll do it again, because I don't care what they think. If you could see me right now, you'd probably be laughing heartily and offensively to me. You know, I'd be offended. I'm offended right now. About a lot of things. Want me to talk about them? Politically? Now let me showcase all of my political beliefs in a video about a video game. Because everyone wants to hear that crap. So this boss is a rectangle. It poses no threat to you in any difficulty, including and up to Insanity. I haven't played it in Insanity. I'm just assuming because I didn't get hurt when I beat it in Masterful. I don't remember if that's true or not, or if I've even played it in Masterful, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just a rectangle. It's not a hard boss. In the latter difficulties... I dropped my microphone. In the latter difficulties, triangles fall from the sky and attack you. That is truly the most difficult part of this boss. I am not kidding. This part is just laughable. See, like the least bit of pressure you can put on your up key is enough to completely jump over the rectangle. It's really not a challenge. And anyone who ever had a challenge with this is mentally handicapped, to put it lightly, and probably morbidly obese. Not that those things have anything to do with each other, but in my studies, I found that that's pretty much the truth. Not that they're related or unrelated, but that people who are unable to do this boss without getting hurt fail, basically. Me, of course, I've gotten hurt several times during this in the easiest difficulty, but hey, I never said I didn't fail. And I never said I was trying, either. I'm just filling time on a video. Just because. I've almost got 10,000 money. I think that's pretty cool. And there's my gold orb. Wow, nice sound fail. More background noise from my cat, and I do wish it would be quiet. It's probably because I spaded it last week. It's been really grouchy. Anyway, this is not the most arduous and motique cutscene in the game, but it is up there. I mean, imagine if I actually cared enough to get all of the gold orbs, which is required in the top 2 difficulties. That would take a while to do, and also a while to put in. And I completely skipped that cutscene because they gave me the option. You know, why would I insult the developer of this game by not using a feature that he put in it? And I didn't realize what was just happening there because I wasn't looking at the screen right. There I am. I positioned myself in a way that the glare does not remove all visibility of everything in front of my face. Which is a tip that I have decided to give all of the aspiring game players out there who just happen to be watching my video instead of playing video games. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but there is so much wrong with that. I couldn't fit it in this video, so I had to cut it out in post. Don't ask me how I know this. It's because I'm a time traveler. I already edited this video. Don't ask me how that works. I don't fully understand it myself. That was the hardest button to press in the entire game. And, I'm glad you watched that. I'm glad you've been watching this. Not that I actually think anyone will ever watch it, but, you just proved me wrong there, buddy. Unless, of course, you're me. In which case, hello, me. Watching the video? Why do you do this? It's not that interesting. You don't have to watch your own video every time you make one. I know. I know. You still don't. It's dumb. To anyone who is not me, you're not watching this. Anyway. Where was I? Honestly, I don't remember. I think I was talking about cutscenes and the appearance of difficulty where there actually is none. But that was before I changed the subject, so I hate this area. Hate it because they changed it. By they, I mean the single person who made this game. Changed it so you can see where all the purple things are gonna appear. I liked it before when it was completely trial and error. That kind of gameplay I can stand behind. I like gameplay that kills you on the first try no matter what. That is fun. Cough. Cough. Anything that makes the game easier is a bad update in my opinion. I'll cut that out. My cat was being particularly loud, so I edited it out, and you didn't hear it. See how that works? I don't, but you do. I would say see how that works again, which I just did. See how that works? Anyway, I'm sick of making bad jokes all the time. Not that I can avoid it. I need to focus on talking about the game at hand, which is An Untitled Story, if you came in late. I feel like I'm going to die and have to replay the entire game. I don't know why I feel like that. It's just a feeling I get sometimes. This area is really, 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 really dumb. You see, in later difficulties, this place is flashing, like, black. You can't see a thing. Like, honestly, you can't see a darn thing. Oh, I died. Well, see you guys in part 2.